If you like this video, please click on the like button. Comment with the names of the movies you would like us to cover next. Click the subscribe button and press the bell icon to get notified of our latest creations. We cover 100 movies from around the world every day. To advertise with our channel, reach out to us. Our contact information is on our channel page. Now, let's move to the plot of this movie.
Nuclear apocalypse survivor Anne Burden lives an agrarian life on her family's valley farmstead. Sheltered from radioactive contaminants by rocky hillsides, favorable weather patterns, and an abundant ground-fed water supply. One day, Anne encounters refugee John Loomis. He claims to be an engineer, who, aided by medicines and a radiation suit, walked from a distant government bunker to Anne's valley. Loomis bathes in contaminated water, and immediately sickens, but is nursed back to health by Anne, who welcomes him into her farmhouse. Loomis regains his strength, and gradually becomes part of Anne's humble rustic life. He helps Anne pump diesel from local petroleum pumps and gets the farm's long-disused tractor running to expand her gardens for the winter. Anne tells Loomis about her parents and younger brother who left the valley to find other survivors, but never returned. Loomis speculates hydroelectricity might be generated from the nearby waterfall, using a water wheel fashioned from the Burden Church's planks and beams. Anne is uncomfortable with this proposal, citing her father's involvement as preacher and her deeply held Christian beliefs. Loomis chooses to not pursue the project further. Anne and Loomis grow closer, cultivating crops and preparing for long-term habitation. Their domestic accord is marred by occasional tensions, notably involving matters of religion and Loomis drinking. The two come to the verge of initiating a sexual relationship, but Loomis demurs, claiming a sexual relationship will change them, and he needs more time. Quote, mysterious phenomena, including stolen food supplies and a half-glimpsed shadowy figure, culminate in the arrival of a third survivor, Caleb. Although Anne welcomes Caleb into the farmhouse, Loomis resents Caleb, stating, "Whites belong with whites." Loomis questions Caleb's backstory and motives. Caleb repeatedly emphasizes the religious connection he shares with Anne, in stark contrast to Loomis. Single quote. The three survivors slowly settle into a marginally stable partnership. Both men relate post-apocalyptic horrors they witnessed before reaching the valley. Loomis describes a radiation-sickened child begging him for death. Later, he privately confides to Anne his belief the dying boy was her long-absent brother. Loomis confesses to the murder of the child. Caleb pressures Anne to go forward with the water wheel project, and work commences on tearing down her father's church for materials. Perceiving their mutual attraction, Loomis awkwardly gives Anne consent to pursue a romantic relationship with Caleb, but belies his grief and anger in losing Anne through his remarks. Shortly thereafter, following a celebratory dinner, a heavily intoxicated Loomis tells Anne he loves her before passing out in a bedroom in Anne's home. After failing to wake Loomis, seeming to want his affection, Anne joins Caleb in the adjoining bathroom, where the two engage in sexual activity. Further tensions arise between Caleb and Loomis following the sexual encounter. The two men finish the water wheel, moving it and its wooden flume into place atop the waterfall. Encumbered by the bulky radiation suit, Caleb slips twice during his rope-assisted climb up the slick mossy cliff side. During the second slip, the two men silently lock eyes, both holding the rope, while Caleb teeters on the cliff's edge. Loomis returns to the farmhouse alone. Anne apologizes for her earlier indiscretion. Loomis claims Caleb left in search of other settlements. Anne takes this news badly. chasing after Caleb but not finding him, and lapses into a sullen silence. The farmhouse's electric lights and refrigeration are restored. Anne realizes Loomis moved her beloved church organ and 3 pews into the barn. Anne, playing a hymn, exchanges a distrustful glance at Loomis, who is sitting and clasping his hands. As the scene fades to black,